For nearly 2,000 years, a secret ritual shaped the spirituality of ancient Greece. A tradition so profound, so transformative, that its initiates claimed they had touched the very essence of life itself. This was the Sacred Heart of the Mysteries of Eleusis, an enigmatic rite that promised a glimpse beyond the veil of mortality. What secrets did its followers guard so fiercely? And why did the greatest minds of the ancient world travel to this small town to partake in its ceremonies? Join us as we journey into one of history's most enduring spiritual enigmas. The Eleusinian Mysteries began long before the age of Homer, their origins shrouded in the mists of prehistory. Passed down for generations, these ancient agrarian rites were eventually adopted by the powerful city-state of Athens. Their fame grew, spreading throughout the Greek world, the Hellenistic kingdoms, and even the Roman Empire. From common citizens to emperors like Marcus Aurelius, all were drawn to Eleusis. For centuries, it was the most prestigious and revered cult of the ancient world. A spiritual pilgrimage that united people from all walks of life under a vow of absolute secrecy. At the heart of the mysteries were two powerful goddesses, Demeter and Persephone. Demeter was the goddess of the harvest, grain, and the fertile earth. She was the great mother who nurtured humanity and ensured its survival. Her daughter, Persephone, was the maiden of spring, a symbol of new life, but also fatefully, the queen of the underworld. Together, this divine mother and daughter presided over the great cycle of the seasons, holding the very fate of humankind in their hands. Their story of love, loss, and reunion formed the sacred drama at the core of the Eleusinian rites. The central myth that shapes this entire tradition is a story of profound grief and cosmic change. Hades, the formidable ruler of the underworld, fell in love with Persephone and abducted her, spiraling her down into his dark kingdom to be his queen. Overcome with sorrow, Demeter abandoned her divine duties. She wandered the earth in despair, and as she grieved, the world withered. Crops failed, the land grew barren, and a perpetual winter fell upon the earth. Humanity, caught in the crossfire of divine anguish, faced starvation and despair. The world order was broken, and only a mother's love could hope to restore it. Exhausted and disguised as an old woman, Demeter finally arrived in the town of Eleusis. There she was welcomed into the home of the royal family. Touched by their kindness, she revealed her true divine form. In gratitude for their hospitality, she established her sacred rituals right there, in Eleusis. She taught the people the rites and showed them the sacred objects, creating the very first mysteries. It was a gift to humanity, a promise that even in the darkest of times, there is a path to rebirth and a higher understanding of life and death. The crisis, however, was not yet over. Persephone, while in the underworld, had eaten a few pomegranate seeds, an act that bound her to Hades' realm forever. Desperate Demeter appealed to Zeus, the king of the gods. A pact was forged to restore balance to the world. Zeus decreed that Persephone would spend one part of the year in the underworld with her husband, the other part on earth with her mother. And so, the seasons were born. Persephone's descent marked the arrival of winter, a time of dormancy and cold, while her return to her mother heralded the glorious arrival of spring, a time of life, growth, and renewal. For the initiates of the mysteries, this myth was more than just a story. It was a profound allegory for the human soul. Persephone's annual return from the underworld symbolized the promise of life after death, the immortality of the soul. The cycle of the grain buried in the earth only to sprout anew was a mirror of their own spiritual journey. The mysteries taught that just as life returned to the earth each spring, the human spirit would also triumph over the darkness of death. It was a message of ultimate hope, an assurance of an eternal return. The climax of the mysteries was the secret initiation ceremony held inside the Telesterion, the great hall of Eleusis. What happened inside was so sacred, so secret, that for 2,000 years, not a single initiate broke their vow of silence to write it down. The penalty for revealing the secrets was death. But from fragmented testimonies of those who participated, we know it was a sublime, life-altering experience. Initiates spoke of seeing a great light, of visions, and of a profound inner transformation. It was a moment that washed away the fear of death and changed their lives forever. In 392 AD, the Roman Emperor Theodosius, a zealous Christian, officially banned all pagan cults, and the sanctuary at Eleusis was destroyed. The mysteries came to an end, but their spirit did not die. Their influence survived in the verses of poets, the writings of philosophers like Plato, and the symbolism of art. Today, the legacy of Eleusis echoes in academic studies, neo-pagan revivals, and even our modern pop culture's fascination with secret societies and ancient wisdom. The great promise of the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth continues to captivate the human imagination. If you enjoyed this journey into the ancient world, don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow history lovers, and subscribe for more deep dives into the secrets of the past. Thanks for watching.